Hello, this is Mike Gatorno with SIMA Pro, and this is the recorded webinar, Cross-Selling Cancer Policies. Now, as you may have heard, there's no AEP commission payments till after January 1st, starting this year, 2014. At minimal now, you had a 2.5-month wait for commission payments for Medicare Advantage and Part D plans. So that policy you sell in October won't be paid out until after January, and we don't know when in January that's going to occur. Could be a handful of days, could be a couple weeks, could be a month after January 1st. So to help offset those commission delays, one thing we could do as agents is cross-sell, and one product to cross-sell are cancer plans. Now, why cancer plans? Well, they go great with Medigap or MA plans. Now, mind you, you cannot cross-sell cancer plans at a Medicare Advantage appointment, but you can go back second time and see them, or you could combo it with a hospital indemnity plan, which we'll talk about here shortly. And yes, even Mighty Plan F, the Medicare supplement that covers all, could benefit from a cancer plan. Looking at Medicare.gov, this note is all over the place, and it basically says that your doctor may recommend services more often than they cover, or that Medicare doesn't cover it all, and if that happens, you're responsible for 100% of those charges. I recommend as an agent, if you have a smartphone, a laptop, a tablet, or anything in between or all, take a snapshot of a page, especially the cancer page, talking about chemotherapy, because this note is on there, and show it to your clients saying, look, Medicare may not cover everything that's required to treat your cancer. Now, some of those potential expenses, you have extra chemotherapy if your doctor recommends it. Medicare doesn't pay for endless supply chemo, so if your doctor recommends chemotherapy that's above and beyond what Medicare covers, they'll be responsible for. Extra medications, anti-nausea medications, any other pain medications that they'll have to pay for, they'll do out of pocket or through the Part D plan. Other treatments, if they don't go naturopathic or some other line of treatment that Medicare frowns upon and will not pay for, they're going to have to pay for that 100% out of pocket. Travel, if they decide to get treatment across the state, across the country, Medicare does not cover for travel expenses. And of course, additional help in the home. If you've ever seen anyone go through chemotherapy, it can wipe you out. It can make you bedridden, especially if you're 75 years old. It'd be great to have extra hands around the house for cleaning, cooking, laundry, etc. to keep up your house, so when you are, or when your client is back on their feet and mobile again, it's a smooth transition. Now, there are two main types of cancer plans to help offset those expenses. There's lump sum, which is my personal preference. Of course, you could pick any policy that your client or you agree upon, but a lump sum is one fiscal payment, usually at the diagnosis of cancer. Now, the advantage of this is some hospital indemnity plans have the option of adding this benefit. So if you're at a Medicare Advantage appointment, you can cross-sell hospital indemnity plans, which means you can add this as a rider to the hospital indemnity plan. So there's a way to still provide your clients with cancer coverage with certain hospital indemnity plans. Now, the other type is a traditional indemnity plan. This pays a set amount per service received. So if they receive a treatment of chemotherapy, they get some money. If they do this, they get this. Again, I prefer the lump sum. They get one check. That way, if they want to use it for travel, if they want to use it for extra help around the house, they want to use it for medications and such, it's up to their discretion. They're not limited to spending the money or getting the money according to their policy. Now, making the cancer transition can be tricky in the sales presentation because not a lot of people want to talk about getting cancer. As a quote says there, people hate to be sold, but they love to buy. So you want to make sure that they realize that they need it, not that you want them to have it. So do you have cancer insurance? Well, no. And now you're instantly putting them in a negative situation. No, I don't have it, and heck, I don't want any more insurance. You need to add cancer insurance or whatever insurance. That's saying, I think you should have this, not you feel you should have it. You want to make sure that they are making their own decision. So to help with that transition, you want to pick up on clues or concerns when you're fact-finding. And a great transitional sentence or question is, if you were diagnosed with cancer, besides your current policy, whatever that may be, what other means of payments do you have in place? Now, this question gets them to two things. As you can see, number one, brings the idea that they may be diagnosed with cancer. Cancer is one of those diseases that you could live the healthiest life in the world, run every day, eat healthy, and still get contracted with cancer. The second thing is that they're realizing that Medicare may not cover everything. Well, I have this insurance, I have Plan F, it covers everything. Well, Plan F only pays if Medicare does, and you can tack up additional expenses such as travel, extra medications, maybe extra chemotherapy treatments. And if Medicare doesn't cover it, Plan F's not going to cover it either. So now they're realizing, one, they could get cancer, which they knew, but you're bringing it to the forefront of their mind. And two, they're realizing that, oh my gosh, I didn't think about extra expenses. I may need extra coverage. So the key to cross-selling is taking two or more services and providing one overall solution, covering all the concerns at once and making it easy to implement. There was a study done by the Kaiser Family Foundation that said that many people, or many seniors, that buy health insurance will stick with it for a long time because the initial process was so difficult they didn't want to go through it again. One of the keys to making this solution work is making it easy to implement. Also, cross-selling, again, you want to make two services and do it to one while they're in the buying setting. Give you an example of this. If you go out to buy a new pair of slacks, you go to the store, you pick them out, you check out, and you're getting ready to walk out the door. The purchase is made, receipt and pants are in the bag, and the salesperson walks up to you and says, "No, go look good with those pants? This shirt right here." Well, you're already done shopping. You've already paid for the purchase. You're in the mindset, I'm going to go home, I'm going to go relax, going to go watch a show, going to wash the car, play with the kids, whatever. Your mind is out of the buying process. So the sales clerk now is, you know what, maybe next time, and you walk out because your mind is out of the store. However, if you're looking at the pair of pants, the sales clerk comes up to you and says, "You know what looks good, those pants? This shirt right here." You're still in the buying process. That sales clerk has a far greater chance of selling you that shirt when you're still in the buying process. And you might think, you know what, that shirt does look good with these pants. I'm going to get them both, as opposed to already have the mindset of leaving. Same with insurance. If you sell them a Medicare Advantage policy and they agree to buy it and it fits their needs and you're good to go, and they sign the application and you're done, and you say, "Oh, by the way, I could help cover those hospital expenses for you," they're already done buying. They're done. The transaction is closed, and maybe it's just leave me some information, or we'll talk about later, or I'm done, don't bother me anymore. So make sure that you're taking two services and providing one solution, not two solutions. One transitional phrase I used in the field, which worked wonders, was based on what we have discussed, we will take a look at whatever policy you're there for, and adding a cancer benefit to the landscape to see what that looks like. I've had other clients with similar situations take this route. Say something along these lines, because it does a couple things here. So you're going to add to get the cancer benefit, not cancer insurance. You're going to add a cancer benefit. So you're going to add extra perks to their policy to a landscape and see what that looks like. Not you need this, or I think you should have this. It's let's just add to the landscape and see what it looks like. Let's try it and see what happens. It's nice, a subtle way of saying we're just going to take a look. The second sentence, I've had other clients, which means they're not the first ones that have done this, with similar situations, take this route. So that tells them two things. One, they're not the only ones, and two, you've done this before. You know what you're doing. So now they're not the only ones taking this route. They have a trusted advisor that's done this before, so they know it will probably work. So you're taking their concern and making a concern for them as well. And if it's not important to them, they'll tell you, "No, I'm not worried about cancer insurance." Great. Drop it, don't push it, move on. But if cancer is a concern of theirs, this is a great way to help keep it in the forefront of their mind. Not that you want to scare them, but you want to make them aware that there's our policies and benefits out there that can help them. Now, I like using a personal care plan. This is downloadable off SIMA. It is in the Word format because, as you can see in the top right corner, it says prepared by an agent name. In the lower left, it has your information. You can modify that to obviously display your information. From top to bottom, personalized care plan. So it's personalized to that individual. You put their name in, put the date in, put the medical plan, who the carrier is, what the plan is, and what the monthly premium will be. Additional care options. You could add and subtract different services from there, again, because it's a Word format. So if you don't sell short-term recovery, you could just take that out. Or if you sell annuities or anything else, you could add that benefit in there. You put in the cancer premium, and you're at the total monthly premium at the bottom. Now, it does have the SIMA logo on there. Of course, we're partial to the SIMA logo, but it does show that, what is SIMA? And you can say, well, it's an organization for insurance agents, to help train them and expand our knowledge and such. So you can make it sound, the more organizations you belong to, the more you are involved in your career, the more professional you are. And that just helps display that. So again, it says member of the Senior Insurance Marketing Association. So it's a professional organization for insurance agents that specialize in the senior market. Nice generic answer. Gets them warm and fuzzy. It says, hey, this person takes their career seriously. seriously. So download this, take a look at it, feel free to use it, modify it to your needs. Just know it's not a CMS approved piece, but again, use it at your own discretion. You can take out benefits, add benefits, modify it to your liking. So watch for other SIMA Pro cross-selling webinars. We're going to talk about final expense, cancer plans, which we did today, hospital indemnity, and more. This time, we took questions, but just so you know, if you don't have any cancer plans at your disposal, we do have partnerships with senior marketing specialists and Ritter Insurance Marketing. They both have cancer plans available. We suggest giving them a call. Their contact information is on SIMA, and talk to them about adding cancer policies to your portfolio. So thank you very much. Watch SIMA Pro for more information, and if you have questions, feel free to post them on SIMA-net.com.